Can you hear me? Any online students? Okay. Let's wait for 5 more minutes. People are joining. Meanwhile, people are joining. Meanwhile, you can go through the index. What are the different chapters in our syllabus? I'll start in 5 minutes. Any doubts from last class? Anyone? If you have no doubts, you can hit on thumbs up button. No doubts, right? Should I proceed? Hit on thumbs up button if I can proceed. Okay, great. See the index. Total we have 6 parts, you can say 6 pies in this pie diagram. You can see 6 pi. So first chapter, accounting fundamentals. Okay, accounting fundamentals. As per your book, 15 marks is the weightage. Next we have bills of exchange, consignment and joint venture. Okay, this for 10 marks. Next, very important chapter, third chapter, preparation of financial statements, which has 20 marks weightage. Okay. Next, partnership accounting, which is again for 20 marks. And we have this fifth chapter, lease, branch and departmental accounting. Lease, branch and departmental accounting. And then the last chapter, accounting standards, which is also for 20 marks. You have 6 standards in the scope, 6 accounting standards for 20 marks. Today let's see chapter 1. I am directly jumping into chapter 1. Accounting fundamentals. Accounting fundamentals. What is accounting? Anyone? Anyone from online? Anyone from online? Anyone? Like what is accounting? In any layman terms or any guess? Process of recording economic transactions. Siddhant Roy, very good. Anyone? Any other opinion? Any other opinion from anyone? What is accounting? So one process of recording and analyzing financial transactions, okay. Vishek, recording transactions in day-to-day business, only recording. Raj Nandan. Systematic process of recording, analyzing, interpreting and reporting financial transactions for business and organizations. Very good, almost correct. Yeah, recording, summarizing and analyzing. Biki Singha. Yeah, almost correct. This simplifies the definition of accounting or what accounting is actually. See here, you're generating the financial information. How do you generate? You first record and then classify and summarize, and then you use that financial information. Who uses this? Actually investors. Okay, analyzing, interpreting and then communicating. In another way you can say there is some input and someone needs some output. Okay, there is an input and there is an output. In bit, the actual processing takes place here, accounting cycle. So what is the input here basically? What is the input? Anyone? Accounting के लिए input क्या होगा? Anyone? You can unmute yourself and you can answer. Accounts में input क्या है? Output क्या है? Financial transactions, very good, Shobhan. Financial transactions are inputs. Okay, what is the output? Yeah, transactions, very good. Siddhant Roy, very good, correct. Transactions are the starting point of accounting. Okay, what are transactions? I'll come to that. But before that, tell me what is the output expected out of this accounting? Then we can understand the definition very clearly. What is the output? Anyone? What is the output? Using the financial information. Investors need to use, yes, communicating to users, that is the output. Basically using the financial information, consuming the financial information while decision making whether to invest in this company or not. Okay, whether to to pull back your investment or to add more investment into the company. That decision making depends upon consumption of this financial information. So in between there is this whole process which is called accounting cycle. What is this? Accounting cycle. So what happens in accounting cycle? Recording of transactions. You post to a ledger. Recording happens in journal. You post to the ledger. Ledger in the sense separate accounts. You open a separate each account for each ledger. Means example salaries. You have a separate account. Purchases separate account, sales separate account, cash separate account, bank separate account, and so on. There are several ledger accounts. Okay, general ledger accounts you can say, and then with all the ledger accounts you have some debit balances, some debit ledger accounts, credit ledger accounts, and then you prepare a trial balance. Out of the trial balance you prepare the P&L and balance sheet, which are called final accounts. I'll explain each and every step here clearly with an example. Okay, we'll see that. And these financial statements, these are the final, you can say, semi-final output. Okay, the users will consume that information for decision making. That is the final expectation out of this accounting. Okay, out of the financial information, out of the financial reports or along with financial statements submitted to the investors, investors will decide whether to invest in this company or not, whether to supply to this company. The vendor will decide whether to continue supplying goods to this organization or not, whether the company has good healthy position, financial position. Okay, all this depends on this accounting information. So this is that valuable. So this has that importance, I mean that relevance, you can say. Vital, very vital or important role does this accounting plays. Okay? Clear till now? Any doubts? This is just an overview. Any doubts? Okay, now tell me, what is a transaction? What is a transaction? Anyone? Just now all the people replied, sir, input is nothing but transaction. There has to be some transaction. What is a transaction? It's an event where people buy and sell, okay? Buying or selling or exchange something, okay? Not only buying and selling. Okay, let me give an example. Event, some people are dropping a message that, sir, transaction is nothing but an event. Okay, buying and selling, sir, parties that two or more parties that involve money. Okay, any other opinion? Anyone? Let me give an example and you tell me which one is event, which one is transaction, which one will you record in the books, why you should record. You tell me the example. Okay, एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया था मिस्टर शोभन, यू कैन से शोभन, ही इज हियर. शोभन ने एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया. ओके, कैपिटल लेके आया था 1 लाख, बिजनेस में स्टार्ट किया. अभी स्टार्ट करने के लिए कुछ एग्जांपल सोच लो, कुछ लैपटॉप सेल करना है, ठीक है. किसी पर मतलब किसी डेल कंपनी, किसी कंपनी से टाइप एग्रीमेंट में गया था, ठीक है. एग्रीमेंट या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जो भी बोलेगा, एग्रीमेंट और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एंटर किया था, ठीक है. कुछ 100 लैपटॉप्स खरीद लेगा. एग्रीमेंट में एंटर किया था, ठीक है. He went to the Dell office somewhere here, you can say in Duliajan, and he met the sales manager there and he signed the agreement and he returned back to his home. Now tell me whether you will record this in the books. What is this? You will record this in the books? Anyone? You will record. Yes, Siddhant is telling, sir, I will record. Okay. Any other opinion? Any other opinion? You have to be interactive, huh? If you are not interactive, I cannot impart more knowledge to you. You have to be interactive. Berlina, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your opinion? Do you record this in the books?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Will you record? Okay, you will record. Okay. Any other opinion? Anyone? Who are disagreeing with this? Sir, we should not record this one. Anyone? Anyone? Vikram Das, you are telling that, sir, it should involve money. We have money also here, huh? 100 laptops, say for example, some 1 lakh. 1 lakh is each laptop. Contract में कितना था अभी? 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs is the contract value. Vikram is telling, yes sir, it's a transaction. Entering into an agreement is a transaction. Say, yes sir, we have to record. No one is disagreeing this. Or Rishek is telling, no sir, because no monetary transaction has been taken place. Rishek is telling, sir, no monetary transaction has taken place. We should not record as it is just an agreement. Some different opinions. Yes, I have to conclude that this is just an event, not a transaction. Why? From this event, no monetary transaction is taking place. Just you are signing the agreement. Neither this 1 crore you are paying to the Dell, some sales manager, you are not paying to Dell company. Just you are signing an agreement, you are coming back. When you will actually record, when you are making the payment. Okay? So that is the difference between event and transaction. All transactions are events. Okay, there are some certain characteristics are what you should call it as, when you should call it as transaction. Firstly, event should happen for some value. Yes sir, we have some value. Very good. Should be in terms of monetary value. You can say in rupees. You should be able to convert it into rupees. Okay? You should be able to convert it into rupees. Okay? Because of this, your financial position should change. There should be some impact in the organization. You just signed the contract and you came back. Okay, after 10 days, you say no, I don't want to purchase. I don't want to purchase. There is a clause in that contract also. When you sign, within 10 days you can reject the contract or it becomes void when you reject the contract. So there is a clause in that contract also. Okay, but then nothing happens, right? It's just you are signing and you are coming back. Okay, it's an event, just an event. It is not a transaction. Clear? There should be some change in the financial position, you can say. Position or financial performance, you can say. Performance is profit and loss. Financial position is balance sheet. Nothing but it should impact any of the financial position or financial performance, basically. Nothing is happening in this. We have this value, you can convert, there is a value here. It can be expressed in terms of monetary, but there is no financial I mean, there is no change in financial position or performance. Okay. Now, same example. He has entered into the contract. Okay. He has given some 10 lakhs advance. Okay. 10 lakh advance. Now tell me whether it is a transaction or event. Yes, Rishik is telling yes, Vikram is telling yes. Yeah. Whatever is telling yes, yes, Shobhan is telling it's a transaction now, correct. It's a transaction now. Sir, why? Not one, I mean 10 lakhs कैसे लाएंगे, ये तो कैपिटल 1 लाख है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ इसके पास अभी 20 lakhs कैपिटल लाया था, 20 lakhs कैपिटल लाया था शोभन ने, अभी एग्रीमेंट में एंटर किया 1 करोड़ के लिए, 10 lakhs एडवांस दे के आया था. फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन चेंज हुआ है कि नहीं? चेंज हुआ है कि नहीं? यस, डेफिनेटली यस, वेरी गुड. चेंज हुआ कैसे? इसके हाथ में 20 लाख था पहले, एग्रीमेंट के पहले. आफ्टर एंटरिंग इनटू द एग्रीमेंट, टिल दैट स्टेज इट इज एन इवेंट, बट along with the agreement he is paying some advance, 10 lakhs. After paying the advance, his cash balance got reduced to 10 lakhs. Yes or no? 10 lakhs reduce हो गया था. अभी न्यू कैश बैलेंस कितना है? 10 lakhs. बट वो 10 lakhs जो पेमेंट किया वो क्या होगा? एसेट होगा, क्योंकि एडवांस किसको दिया था, दैट विल बिकम योर एसेट, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द बेनिफिट आउट ऑफ दैट एडवांस इन फ्यूचर. व्हाई? फ्यूचर में जब 100 लैपटॉप्स लोगी, 1 करोड़ पेमेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू विल पे ओनली हाउ मच? 90 lakhs. So that 10 lakhs benefit you will get in the future. So that you should treat it as asset. So asset, कैश बैलेंस के नाम पे 10 lakhs है, एसेट के नाम पे मतलब यू कैन से प्रीपेड और यू कैन से एडवांस टू वेंडर, दैट इज एन एसेट. यू कैन से करंट एसेट 10 lakhs. फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन टोटली 20 lakhs ही है, लेकिन पहले सिर्फ कैपिटल के नाम पे था. ठीक है. इफ आई गिव द बैलेंस शीट ऑफ शोभन, simple balance sheet. This is liability side, this is asset side. कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस किया था बिजनेस में, तो क्या होगा एंट्री, वो सब में मैं बाद में एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. सिंपल बैलेंस शीट बोलेगा तो कैपिटल होगा 20 लाख, कैश बैलेंस आएगा ना, या कैश और बैंक बैलेंस बिजनेस में रहेगा 20 लाख. This is before agreement. ठीक है. एग्रीमेंट में एंटर कर दिया, माय फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन चेंज नहीं होगा, इसलिए मैंने बोला था इवेंट है, दैट इज एन इवेंट. सिंपल, आई मीन just merely entering into an agreement or contract does not change your financial position. See here, that's why it is an event. So I am repeating, all events are not transactions, but all transactions are events, because to be a transaction prerequisite is an event. Event is nothing but whatever is happening in the organization, everything you can call it as event. एक एम्प्लॉय ने ज्वाइन कर लिया, दैट इज एन इवेंट. रिजाइन कर लिया, दैट इज एन इवेंट. ओके, ऑल दीज आर इवेंट्स, बट दे आर नॉट ट्रांजैक्शंस. इट हैज टू चेंज योर फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन. ठीक है, क्लियर? एनी डाउट्स टिल नाउ? दिस इज बिफोर एग्रीमेंट. नाउ आफ्टर एग्रीमेंट एंड एडवांस. आफ्टर एग्रीमेंट plus advance. Simple, I mean simple agreement will not change your financial position. After agreement क्या होगा? मेरा कैपिटल सेम रहेगा, 20 लाख ही है, क्योंकि शोभन ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था बिजनेस में 20 lakhs. So business should pay back to Shobhan 20 lakhs only. Now कैश में कितना है आफ्टर एडवांस 10 lakhs. Advance to customers, current asset. Advance to vendor, sorry, not customer. कितना था 10 lakhs. So my financial position has changed. See here, because of this advance. So this advance will be treated as a transaction. Clear between event and transaction? Any doubts? Any doubts? All I should see thumbs up button from all the persons. Then only I proceed. Okay, very good. Very good, very good, very good. So this is the basic difference. Everything which is happening in the organization, that is treated as an event, but not every event we don't record in the books of accounts. Only transactions are qualified to be recorded in the books of accounts because it involves financial inflow or outflow. Financial होना चाहिए, ठीक है? Financially होना चाहिए, financial terms में होना चाहिए, ठीक है? These are the prerequisites. Okay, simple statement to conclude. All events are not transactions, but every event, every transaction is an event. Okay, clear? Clear with the basic. I mean, what qualifies for, I mean, for input basically. Accounting में जाने के लिए क्या qualify prerequisite है? पहले transaction होना चाहिए, ठीक है? Next. Now coming to this point again. Yes, इसलिए identification of economic events and transactions measured in financial terms. Identify करो. First step देखो, very very important. Identify करो events and transactions. Should identify first. Okay. Then recording of only transactions, not events. इधर देखो आइडेंटिफाई किया इवेंट्स एंड ट्रांजैक्शंस. सर ये इवेंट है, जस्ट इवेंट है, ये ट्रांजैक्शन है, दिस विल क्वालिफाई एज एन इनपुट. यू शुड असेस दिस फर्स्ट, देन द एक्चुअल प्रोसेस स्टार्ट्स, अकाउंटिंग प्रोसेस. यू सी रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ ओनली ट्रांजैक्शंस. इवेंट्स उधर ही रह जाएगा, ओनली ट्रांजैक्शंस होगा तो तब आएगा. कहाँ पे आएगा? जर्नल बोलते हैं. सर जर्नल क्या है? Anyone journal? What is journal? Today's accounting, I mean I'm starting first chapter, accounting fundamentals. So here you should be clear, then only you can establish linkage in subsequent chapters. So please be interactive. What is journal in layman terms? In any, yes, book of original entry in layman terms, anyone? What is journal?
Recording of daily transactions.
Recording of daily transactions. Raja Gupta, very good. Recording of daily transactions. So daily, sir, transactions are very good. He mentioned transaction, not event. Transaction hai, then I'll record in one book. You can see any kirana shop, small kirana shop, you might have observed. Not in any big organization. At least see some kirana shop or somewhere. They'll maintain something. Okay, that today something has been purchased, itna sales hua. That also you can treat it as a journal only. It may not be complete, but you can treat it as a journal. Okay, daily record karna hai transactions. कुछ भी miss नहीं करना है. You cannot afford to miss even a single transaction. You cannot afford. Why? Because it will impact your financial position or performance. If something is missed, then final what your output you're communicating to the investors, that is not correct or accurate. That is not true and fair. Okay, you can say. So you should record everything in one book which you call it as journal. Example, आज same example, शोभन ने 100 लैपटॉप्स खरीद लिया. सोच लो 1 crore पेमेंट करके खरीद लिया, तो खरीद लिया बोल के मेंशन करना है बुक्स में. दैट इज जर्नल. ओके, daily recording of transactions, that is journal. Okay, हाँ, ऐसे डेली रिकॉर्ड करते जा रहा है 30 दिन हो गया. शोभन को अभी जानना है, एग्जाम्पल, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल ही दे देता हूँ तब क्लैरिटी होगा. सोच लो ये थोड़ा एक पेज 1 है, पेज 2 है, पेज 3 है, ऐसा बुक में लिख के जा रहा है, ऐसा पूरा ट्रांजैक्शंस लिख के जा रहा है. इसमें सब है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्ज पेमेंट किया, कुछ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सेल्स, मतलब कुछ परचेज किया पहले, एक ट्रांजैक्शन है नंबर 1, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पेमेंट किया, अमाउंट लिख रहा है, वो अमाउंट मैं इग्नोर कर रहा हूँ इधर. कुछ सेल किया, कोई कस्टमर आया था, 2-3 लैपटॉप सेल कर दिया. 4, कुछ रेंट पेमेंट करना है गोडाउन का, कर दिया था. 5th नेक्स्ट सेकंड डे में ऐसा लिख के जा रहा है. हाँ, कुछ सैलरी है, किसी को रखा है, उसको सैलरी पेमेंट किया है, ठीक है, सैलरी पेमेंट किया है. कुछ टैक्स पेमेंट करना है, टैक्स पेमेंट किया था, जीएसटी वगैरह कुछ करना है, पेमेंट किया है, ठीक है, ऐसे जा रहा है ट्रांजैक्शन, ऐसे जा रहा है. फिर से परचेज किया वेंडर से, फिर से सेल किया, ठीक है, एक और कस्टमर आया, 2-3 लैपटॉप भेजा, फिर परचेज किया, फिर सेल किया, ठीक है, ऐसे जा रहा है, ठीक है. नाउ शोभन, यू आंसर माय क्वेश्चन. इसमें कितना सेल हुआ आज तक 20 दिन के बाद? सोच लो, इधर 20 दिन हो गया, 20 दिन के बाद कितना परचेज किया है, वर्थ कितना है, 20 दिन का प्रॉफिट देखना चाह रहा है, या एटलीस्ट परचेज का फिगर देखना चाह रहा है. 20 दिन के बाद कितना सेल किया आज तक मैंने, कितना देखना चाह रहा है. शोभन, with this journal will you be able to find out सेल कितना हुआ, परचेज कितना हुआ? है शोभन? नहीं है शोभन? हेलो शोभन, कैन यू हियर मी? Anyone else? Anyone? Shobhan is telling yes. How? How can you find out the purchase figure, sale figure? Tell me. Only if the values are there. Yes, values होगा तभी. समझ गया मैं, values इधर लिखा है. सोच लो कुछ, ये इधर 1 लाख है, इधर वो 10,000 है, इधर फिर 1,50,000 है, ऐसे वैल्यूज है. Still you will be able to tell the figure after 20 days. Vicky Singh is telling no. So why no? Why no? Why yes, why no? I need the reason. Sir, it will be difficult to understand each and every transaction. Not difficult to understand, you can say you have to refer all the transactions of these 20 days. That's the headache with this journal. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, hit on thumbs up button. If you don't agree with me, sir, no. This is not an headache. This is easy. This is this is simple. Whoever it is telling simple, you please give me the answer. How it is simple? Yes, not directly, but yes. Yeah, by summarizing the transactions, correct. Correct, clear answer. Yes, it is possible but difficult. Yes, it is possible. I'm definitely telling it is possible, but difficult. Okay, now 20 days is fine. Take example of some 300 days. Okay, 300 days. After 300 days, you want to know the purchase figure or sales figure, or what have I made payment towards salaries. You want to know the amount. As a proprietor, you want to know the amount, yes or no? Or if it is a partnership firm, partners want to know the amount, because partnership, 2 or 3 people are doing the business combinedly, but one of the partner wants to know. Then tell me, 300 days, after 300 days, do you think it is possible to verify 300 pages, or it is not necessarily that every day you will have journal of only 1 page? It can be 4 or 5 pages also. It depends on the volume of the transaction. Okay. Now assume that daily there are you are recording in some 5 pages. 300 into 5, 1500 pages. You have to refer 1500 pages, and you have to summarize, and you have to take consideration of where we have purchases. You have to take a note, and you have to take the purchases figure. You have to calculate in Excel or calculator somewhere, and you have to note the sales figure. You have to calculate somewhere, and then you have to arrive at the figure. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Yes. Yes. Okay, very good. So this is a headache of from journal. I mean, this is the disadvantage of journal. But this is mandatory. This is compulsory. Unless you record the transactions, you cannot start with accounting. This is required. But there is a subsequent step which is called ledger. What is this? This is journal. You are recording the transaction. Now we are coming to ledger. What is this? Second stage of accounting. What is this? Ledger. So what we will do in ledger is that at the end of the day you are recording the journal. Okay, you maintain another book which is called ledger. What happens in the ledger? You will open separate account for each you can say
transactions.
yeah, each transaction. But in transaction you can have multiple heads. You can say what heads. I am telling example. एडवांस जो दिया था शोभन ने 10 लाख एडवांस दिया, उसमें 2 आइटम है. क्या क्या है? एडवांस जो दिया था उसमें 2 heads involved हो. क्या heads? Anyone can tell me the heads? What are the heads involved? Advance given to vendor. What are the heads involved? Cash. Very good. Siddhant Roy is telling, sir, cash is going out of the organization. So cash is one head that will get impacted. Very good. Next one, vendor. Yeah, vendor. You should know. Vendor. You can say advance. Advance is the main part here. Advance to vendor. So advance to vendor is an asset. Okay. So here we have 2 accounts basically. You have to open cash account, advance to vendor account. Okay. Account is represented by T shape. Its actual format I will show you later on. So ऐसा next transaction electricity के लिए electricity cash account, electricity account cash account. Sales के purchases के लिए purchases account. अगर कैश दे के परचेज कर रहे हो तब कैश अकाउंट सेकंड अकाउंट होगा. नहीं, चेक दे रहे हो बैंक अकाउंट होगा. तो ऐसा कितना भी हेड्स आएगा, हर एक हेड को फॉर ईच हेड यू ओपन वन अकाउंट. You open one account in ledger. Okay. After opening, at the end of the day, you post all these transactions into the ledger. Okay. So after 300 days also you can see directly. You can go to the purchases account or you can go to the cash account. कितना cash balance है बिजनेस में, अभी कितना कैश है. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में 20 लाख लाया था, लेकिन डेली ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रहा है. 300 डेज के बाद कैश बैलेंस कितना है? Cashier थोड़ा cashier wants to steal some money. It's his habit. So proprietor has to check this, na? So he'll daily check the cash book balance and he'll verify the cash. हाँ, इतना होना चाहिए, इतना है क्या? So that is the relevance of this ledger accounts. At any point of time during the business, I mean during the year, कहीं पे भी जाओ, कभी भी लेजर में जाके बैलेंस देखो. जितना बैलेंस है उतना परचेज हुआ है, जितना बैलेंस सेल्स में है उतना सेल हुआ है, जितना बैलेंस कैश अकाउंट में है उतना कैश बैलेंस बचा है बिजनेस में, वो सब, दैट इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ लेजर. दिस इज द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. क्लियर विथ लेजर? क्लियर? क्लियर? Hit on thumbs up button. What is the main, why do you actually open this ledger? This is the second part of accounting. First is journal, second is ledger. Okay, and then recording of transactions, posting to ledger. सेल्स अकाउंट में कितना पोस्ट करेगा, ऑल अकाउंट्स में पोस्ट करेगा, ऑल हेड्स का एक अकाउंट खुलेगा, उसमें पोस्टिंग होगा, तो उसमें बैलेंस आएगा. तो उस बैलेंस से ट्रायल बैलेंस बनाएगा. ट्रायल बैलेंस मतलब जितना एसेट्स है उतना लायबिलिटीज होना चाहिए, जितना एसेट्स है उतना फाइनेंस, उतना लायबिलिटीज होना चाहिए. हमेशा ये होना चाहिए. अगर कुछ मिसिंग है, अकाउंटिंग गलत किया है या कुछ फ्रॉड हुआ है बिजनेस में, ये पता चल जाएगा, एंड देन उसके बेसिस पे फाइनल अकाउंट्स प्रिपेयर करेगा. ठीक है, ये कैसे बनेगा हम बाद में देख लेते हैं, बट अकाउंटिंग का बेसिक पता चल गया कि नहीं. ये जो लेजर अकाउंट से सभी से ट्रायल बैलेंस बनेगा, ट्रायल बैलेंस से पी एंड एल बैलेंस शीट बनेगा. पी एंड एल मतलब क्या है, कितना प्रॉफिट और लॉस आया था इस साल में, हम फाइंड आउट करेंगे. व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट अर्न्ड और लॉस incurred during this year, और एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर मेरा एसेट्स कितना है, मेरा लायबिलिटीज कितना है, मेरा फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन क्या है बिजनेस का, वो पूरा फाइनल अकाउंट्स में है. ठीक है, दैट इज द अल्टीमेट आउटपुट. दैट आउटपुट गेट्स एक्चुअली कंज्यूम्ड बाय द यूजर्स, इन्वेस्टर्स. क्लियर? दिस इज as a whole accounting. Here you can see recording is journal, classifying is ledger, summarizing you can say trial balance, and final accounts you can say together. And this analyzing, interpreting and communicating business will do, analyzing and interpreting the investors will do. Clear with these basic concepts? Any doubts till now? If you have any doubts you can ask. Any doubts starting from event, transaction, what goes into actually books of accounts? All clear, sir. Very good. Very good. Very good. Starting from transaction, that's where your actual accounting starts. Identification first. You have to identify event versus transaction. Then all that transactions you record in the journal, daily book. Okay, from that you post into ledger. Basis for ledger is basically journal. Journal नहीं होने से ledger नहीं होगा. Okay, so everything is a interdependent. Okay, ledger नहीं रहने से trial balance नहीं रहेगा. Trial balance का क्या है? List of accounts. Trial balance is nothing but list of your heads. आपने क्या क्या heads classify किया था? सैलरीज बोल के क्लासिफाई किया, रेंट बोल के क्लासिफाई किया, टैक्स बोल के क्लासिफाई किया, जीएसटी हो या जो भी हो, परचेजेस, सेल्स, परचेज रिटर्न, सेल्स रिटर्न्स, ये सब अकाउंट जो भी है. एसेट्स, एसेट्स अकाउंट्स है, बिल्डिंग, लैंड, ये सब एसेट्स है. लायबिलिटीज है, बाहर बैंक लोन लिया था वो लायबिलिटी है, कैपिटल इज अ लायबिलिटी. ये सब अकाउंट्स ब्रॉड हेड्स है, उसका जो लिस्ट है बेसिकली. ट्रायल बैलेंस हमेशा टैली होना चाहिए क्योंकि डेबिट क्रेडिट इक्वल होना चाहिए. ठीक है, वो क्यों होना चाहिए, उसका बैकग्राउंड क्या था, आई विल गो इनटू दैट. उसके बेसिस पे फाइनल अकाउंट्स प्रिपेयर कर रहा है, वो इन्वेस्टर्स को दे रहा है. इन्वेस्टर्स मतलब स्टेक होल्डर्स बोलना चाहिए. स्टेक होल्डर्स इंक्लूड हु आर स्टेक होल्डर्स, आई एम नॉट जस्ट टेलिंग शेयर होल्डर्स. स्टेक होल्डर्स, हु आर स्टेक होल्डर्स, एनीवन? Who are the ultimate users of financial statements? I mean, who is consuming the financial statements? They are called stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Owners. Siddhant is telling owners. Sir, stakeholders means owners. Anyone else? Any other opinion? Investors. Okay, investors and owners both are same. Investors, owners both are same. So you mean to say stakeholders are owners? Okay, next. Any other opinion? Garima is telling investors, okay. Any other opinion? Stakeholders involve actually shareholders or owners who is actually investing in the company. They are next, you can say vendors, customers, employees, everyone. All these are called stakeholders. They are all interested in the business. Sir, why? Should I continue in this organization? An employee can decide. Why the company is going bankrupt? Do you think anyone is interested in working in that organization? No. Customer. He is also interested. Okay, whether this organization is going to supply me or not. Within the contract, within the agreed period, this person is going to supply me the goods or not. Vendors, whether he will pay me back or not. Shareholders, owners, whether I am getting the return or not. Whether a dividend or profit or whatever you can say. So everyone who is interested, government is also interested in this. Government is also a stakeholder. Why? Taxes. Business is going to pay tax to the government. So government is also interested. So whoever is interested in the business, they are called stakeholders. So they are the ultimate users of the financial statements. Clear? Clear with this point? Okay. So users of the financial statements, basically internal users देखो, external users देखो, investors, lenders, जो बैंक लोन दे रहा है, they are also interested in the business. मेरा लोन repay करेगा कि नहीं? Suppliers, सर वही लोन repay करेगा, लोन लिया तो करेगा, अरे करेगा कि नहीं, उसका फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन देखो, लायबिलिटीज ज्यादा हो गया, एसेट्स कम है, बैंकरप्ट होने जा रहा है, तो यू कंपेल देम टू पे योर ड्यूज फर्स्ट. सो इसलिए वो लोग इंटरेस्टेड है. सप्लायर्स मींस वेंडर्स, इन्वेस्टर्स इज नथिंग बट ओनर्स और शेयर होल्डर्स, गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज टैक्स के लिए, कस्टमर्स, दे आर ऑल एक्सटर्नल यूजर्स. इंटरनल कौन है? बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, दे आर द एम्प्लॉइज, पार्टनर्स हु आर एक्चुअली इन्वेस्टिंग, managers, officers, basically they are all employees. Clear? These all persons are interested in the business, interested in the financial information, they need the information. Clear? Okay, very good. I can see lots of messages. Clear sir, all clear sir, thank you. Yeah. This is overview of accounting, just what you know, just we are putting in this manner. Systematic recording of transaction. Systematic, there should be a system, there should be a journal in place, a book, separate book in place. You have to record daily. One person, you should appoint one person who has the ability to understand the transactions and record correctly. Okay, he should be able. That's why we have this job called accountant. We are here for accounting. Yes or no? A CMA, cost and management accountant, is good at accounting. Okay, what a normal person cannot do, that we are good at doing this. Okay. So recording of transactions. So normal person cannot identify, हाँ इसका impact क्या होगा, क्या क्या heads impact होगा purchase करने से, advance देने से क्या क्या impact होगा. Normal person cannot do, cannot understand. Only a finance professional can understand, like CMA. Okay, so record करना है, journal and then ledger में posting and then trial balance, results ascertain करना है किस चीज से. Profit and loss account. सर मेरा manufacturing business है, तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अकाउंट भी एक बनाना है, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन वगैरह फाइंड आउट करने के लिए. उसके बाद P&L अकाउंट आएगा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन. दिस इज योर बैलेंस शीट. दिस इज योर बैलेंस शीट. सर डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में, P&L और बैलेंस शीट में? P&L account is for a particular period. Example 2025 में मेरा प्रॉफिट कितना है, 1 जन से लेके 31 दिसंबर तक, और 1 अप्रैल से लेके 1 अप्रैल 2025 से 31 मार्च 2026 विच इज कॉल्ड फाइनेंशियल ईयर. इस ईयर में मेरा कितना है प्रॉफिट, वो पर्टिकुलर ईयर का प्रॉफिट और लॉस फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन क्या होगा बैलेंस शीट से पता चलेगा. एग्जाम्पल, मैंने लैंड खरीदा, एक लैंड मैंने 10 साल पहले बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया, मैंने लैंड खरीद लिया. ओके, बैलेंस शीट में एज ऑन डेट उसका वैल्यू दिखेगा. यस और नो? सोच लीजिए 10 साल पहले मैंने लैंड खरीद लिया. यस और नो? एग्जाम्पल फॉर 10 लाख. आज मैं बैलेंस शीट में देख रहा हूँ, तो बैलेंस शीट में मुझे एसेट लैंड बोल के एक दिख रहा है, एसेट साइड में 10 लाख बोल के. Do you think that 10 lakhs you have purchased in this year? No. That's why balance sheet is always as on date, means from the starting of the business till date. This is my position. मेरा total asset value from starting of business till date इतना है. लेकिन P&L account is for a particular period. So that's why P&L account you prepare for a period or for the period. You say for the period. This is as on particular date because from starting of the organization till date. Any doubt in this differentiation? Anyone? Or clear? Okay. Okay. Okay, very good. Yeah. Next, communicating information to various users. Who are users? I said stakeholders, both internal and external. Financial reports, which includes financial statements, notes to accounts, or any other information which the stakeholders would like to have. जो भी देगा उसको फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स बोलते हैं, फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन बोल सकते हैं. ठीक है, दिस इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. Your first subsection in the first chapter, accounting का क्या frameworks है, conceptual framework, legal framework, institutional framework, regulatory framework. आपको theory question में दे सकते हैं 4 marks के लिए. क्या क्या है मैं exact just meaning बता देता हूँ. आप लोग you can give newspaper reading from your book. What is newspaper reading? Just once from top to bottom you have to read once, then you will generally understand. Conceptual framework क्या है? I mean these are the pillars of accounting. Basically you can say some rules or regulations governing your accounting. Sir कैसे है? Conceptual framework, तेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है वो डिफाइन करेगा. कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क, तेरा मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? सर मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव है अकाउंटिंग में क्या था, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स प्रिपेयर करना. मेजर फाइनल आउटपुट वही था, तो मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव वो है. फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट मतलब P&L बैलेंस शीट नहीं, कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट भी देना है. कुछ यूजर्स को सर, कुछ इन्वेस्टर्स ने पूछा है कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट भी देना है. हाँ, तो तेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द इन्वेस्टर्स रिक्वेस्ट. सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द, I mean whenever the stakeholder asks you something that becomes your objective, then you have to provide. So that comes under conceptual framework. Okay. Legal framework, कंपनी सर मैंने एक कंपनी सेटअप किया है, पार्टनरशिप फर्म सेटअप किया. एक पार्टनरशिप एक्ट है हमारा इंडिया में. ठीक है, 1932 कुछ है पार्टनरशिप एक्ट. कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 है, उसके पहले 1956 था, उसके बाद 2013 आया था. ठीक है, कंपनीज एक्ट, ये सब लीगल फ्रेमवर्क में आएगा. You are doing business in India, you have to follow Companies Act. If you are a company, you are doing business in India, you have to follow Partnership Act. Okay, so your accounting will be influenced by this legal framework within the country. Okay, next, institutional framework. कहीं पे कुछ वेग एरिया है अकाउंटिंग में, तो सर क्या गाइडेंस, किससे गाइडेंस ले सकता है? So we have one accounting body which is called Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. They have been entrusted with the responsibility of developing any accounting standard in any new area. एग्जाम्पल सर क्रिप्टो करेंसी बोल के कुछ नया चीज आया, सर अकाउंटिंग कैसे करना है, कंपनी ने इन्वेस्ट किया था, मुझे अकाउंट करना है, कैसे इन्वेस्ट करूँ, दिस इज ए न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट, अभी तक कुछ नहीं है, किसी को पता नहीं, every accountant is confused now what to do. Then ICA comes into picture, they'll draft some guidelines how to account, you can call it as guidance note, or you can call it as accounting standard. They'll release the accounting standards and then you have to follow that. So that comes under institutional framework. And then regulatory framework. Okay, if you're a banking company, there is one act called Banking Companies Act, Banking Regulation Act, that comes under legal framework. But there is a regulator also, RBI. What is this? RBI. Sir, I'm an insurance company, there is IRDA. Sir, I'm a stock broking company, there is SEBI. So all these are regulators. So you should, your accounting can be influenced by their regulations. So they'll from tomorrow they'll say that your accounting should be in this manner, we have to follow that because they are regulators. ठीक है? These are the frameworks, 4 frameworks. Any doubts in these 4 frameworks? Anyone? Hit on the thumbs up button if you're clear. Otherwise, I'll move. This is, they can ask you for 4 marks, huh? So just I'm covering this. Yeah, very good. You can see in your book, this is the first point. And then one last part, already 55. You can take a photo of this one, or you can, if you have in your book, you can take a photo of this. You should know these golden rules of accounting. What is this golden rules? Basically you can say the foundation of any building, you can say a foundation of accounting. These rules, sir, what is debit, what is credit? These are the basic rules, golden rules you can say of accounting. If you don't know this, trust me, you cannot form a journal entry. If you cannot form a journal entry, your ledger posting will be wrong. If your ledger posting is wrong, then your trial balance will not tally. If your trial balance is not tallying, your financial statements are not correct or true or fair or inaccurate, you can say. Okay, so this is the basic knowledge you should have as an accountant or account student. Okay, take a photo or you note it down. I prefer to note it down. Okay, you see this. Okay, come tomorrow with a clear understanding of this. Okay, what are the golden rules of accounting? Personal account, real account, nominal account. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay, real account, what comes in, what goes out. Nominal account, expenses and losses, incomes and gains. Debit expenses and losses, credit incomes and gains. रियल अकाउंट में डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोस आउट. सर ये क्या है? तुमने इवेंट और ट्रांजैक्शन, इवेंट सब इवेंट्स है बिजनेस में. यू हैव आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज द ट्रांजैक्शन, फाइन. नाउ फ्रॉम दैट ट्रांजैक्शन यू हैव टू फॉर्म ए जर्नल एंट्री. सो हाउ टू फॉर्म ए जर्नल एंट्री, करेक्ट जर्नल एंट्री. सो दिस विल गाइड यू. ओके, दिस विल गाइड यू. I'll go into the journal entries tomorrow, but linking these golden rules of accounting, I'll go into the journal entries tomorrow. But take a note of this, and if you have any questions till now, you can ask before I wind up for today. Before I wind up for today, any doubts till now? Shashi, ये अटेंडेंस ले लो. तो ये नहीं है इधर, कोई ले लिया ना, बढ़िया, ठीक है. बाद में भी लेना, एक बार बाद में भी देख लेते हैं. लास्ट में भी एक बार क्रॉस चेक कर लेते. Okay, attendance we might take at any point of time during the class, whether starting or beginning or ending. It depends on us. You have to stay throughout the class to get full attendance. If you are at the beginning and then you leave during the class, then you are at loss. I cannot do anything. Don't ask me. Don't ask us later that, sir, I am present on that day. You have marked it as attendance. I mean absent. I cannot help you. Okay. Attendance will be fair only, transparent only. You should be genuine from your side. Any doubts? If you have no doubts, hit on the thumbs up button. So I can assume there are no doubts. So I can leave for the day. Okay. Your homework is see these golden rules of accounting and come with these golden rules of accounting clearly. Okay. You should. I mean, what is a nominal account? You should be able to tell this. What comes? I mean, what you have to do for debit, credit. Okay. I'll link this with the transaction tomorrow. I mean, journal tomorrow. How I will link that you will better understand when I actually link. Okay. But this is the basic foundation, I would say, heart of accounting. Okay. Because this is the prerequisite to start any journal entry, to frame any journal entry. Clear? Okay then, thank you.